Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Senior Home Business. Today, I want to talk about objections. You're going to see excerpts of a conversation I've had with my student during a consultation call. And we talk about objections. Now, I believe this is applicable to any industry, especially the senior referral business. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Let's get to it. I run into objections all the time as far as either somebody's not interested or they blow me off, or in your case, I leave a message and they don't get back to me. They just never do.
Right.
So what do you do to overcome those objections? And so you always overcome an objection. You have to present a hypothetical solution. You have to get somebody to buy into you, right?
Yes.
So let's kind of go how I do it in the senior home business, and this translates a little bit into the placement side. The senior home business, someone will say, the academy's too expensive. And I fully get that. So if cost was not a factor, would you sign up? Absolutely. So in knowing that, then I know that money is the issue. If they go, well, let me talk to my husband, great. I wouldn't make a decision either like this without talking to my wife. If your husband was here today and he said, go for it, would you do it? Absolutely. If that's the answer, how do we get your husband? And you're trying to process in your mind, how would you get the husband there? So let's fast forward to placement side, because none of that makes sense to the placement side. So what you want to do is you want to take away an objection. If and when you get them on the phone, instead of trying to sell them who you are, what you want to do is present value. Every other senior referral agent calls the communities, and I say communities like skilled nursing in this case, getting a hold of social workers, social service directors, those kind of things. They all want to sell. My name is Matt. I own Stafford Senior Solutions. We help seniors. We would like to help your seniors. Could you please give me a call? Something, they all got their different way of saying it. I always do the opposite. Okay. I had a conversation with a student of mine, and also I do consultation with. Now, I'm going to give you a strategy today in this call too that him and I came up with. Okay. It's not proven, but we got dialoguing about something. His question got me thinking about it. I started talking out loud, and it's something I'm going to do today that I have not done. I'm going to let you know what that is in a second. So go do something a little different. Present value. So when you leave a message, what you want to do is think through, okay, how can I help the social worker? What does their day look like? It's a hectic day full of meetings, seniors, a lot to get done, all that kind of stuff, right? So what you want to do is maybe present a message, who you are briefly. Don't say first and last name, just say first name, company, and the reason for my call is boom. The reason for your call is you're adding value. Now, you don't say that, but whatever that value proposition is. For instance, here's an example. My name is Matt, Stafford Senior Solutions. We have found some inexpensive residential care homes in the area that makes assisted living more affordable. Would love to share this information with you.
Okay.
So instead of selling, I'm telling.
Right.
So what the goal is, what you want to do is you want to become an asset, somebody that they can refer to, like a contact, part of their network. Like, Willie is informative of the industry. Willie's an expert in the industry. Willie's got information that I need. And that is the difference in calling and saying who you are, trying to tell them what you do, what makes you different, give me leads. No, in this case, you're adding value. And adding value is the name of the game. Now, it doesn't guarantee you'll get a call back because you're adding value, but it does make you different.
Right.
So now here's the thing. So now I gave you an example of what makes you different. So now what you can do is, if you don't get a call back on that, find out the person's email, whether you have to call back and talk to somebody or go on their website. Sometimes it's on there, sometimes it's not, but try to get their email and then send that person an email, a short email. Hey, I left a message. I wanted to make sure you got this information. So and then spill it out. Here it is. Now, what you don't do is you don't tell them exactly where the home is, name of the home, address, all that stuff. But you kind of paint a picture a little bit. And here's how you can do it very creatively: is a short abbreviated email of what you got, and then send a picture, and make sure it's an inside picture. Then they can't compare it to something else. An inside picture of what the home looks like, what makes it different a little bit. So they know that you're not just blowing smoke. And all you're trying to do in that email is to get them to call you back. That's all you're trying to do.
Okay.
So in everything you do, Willie, whether it be a phone call, email, whatever, have one objective in mind. What is that objective? What are you trying to accomplish? A lot of people in sales, a lot of people in this industry, they try to do everything. They just want to get a contact so they can tell them all about their business and how's the weather, blah, 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 and nothing gets done.
Right.
So you need to figure out what is your objective. My objective is, when I call, is to get the social worker on the phone. Okay? And that's all you're trying to do, is get the social worker on the phone. Make it easier on yourself. Takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
So now you got them on the phone. Now you feel like you fumble through it. Things didn't get quite done or didn't get to where you want it to be and all that stuff. But your objective, that's a win. You got them on the phone. What I would do is make my objective to get them on the phone. And then once I achieve that objective, what I like to do is be able to establish a clear channel of communication with them. Meaning this: I want to find out from them without directly asking them. Now, you don't want to come out and lead with this, but I want to find out ultimately, is the best way to reach them calling them, emailing them, or hey, you know what? Information is urgent. I can even text you if you want. Most of them don't do that, but if they do, that's optimal. That way you're getting around. That way, if you don't have their email, they give it to you.
Okay.
And most of them are okay with email. I mean, a small percentage are going to be okay with giving you their cell number. I understand that. But email, and some of them do though, now over time maybe.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to be bombarded with calls all day.
Yeah, and it might be their personal phone. Or like, I don't know this dude. I don't want him texting me. He might be some weirdo, whatever. But email, they're pretty comfortable because that's a company email usually, right? That's not a Gmail or Yahoo account. So I would do that. So make sure, and again, here's a quote for you. You can't change, and we all know this, but it's something I got written down. You can't change what you're getting until you change what you're doing. So if you want leads, you want your business to grow, you have to have communication with people that are in this industry so you can get to seniors that are in dire need of a good assisted living.